Testing 1, 2. Okay. There we go. Having some issues. There we go. All right, welcome everybody out to the Battle at the Beach here in Woodward, hosted by Woodward High School. The Lady Cats are set to take on the Thomas Fay Custer Terriers. And we are underway. First pitch is low in the dirt for a ball. Lady Cats won the first game this afternoon, 8-1 to Fairview. Unwin takes the outside pitch for a strike. Evens the count at 1. That pitch is inside, 2-1 count now. Lady Cats bats finally got going in the first contest of the afternoon. That pitch is high, 3-1. Unwin pulls this one into left field, and it's going to get over the head of the shortstop. Unwin takes second base as the ball bounces away from the left fielder, so we'll go ahead and call that a double. May have been a single and an error, but we'll give her a double for that. So one batter into the ball game, and the Lady Cats have a runner in scoring position. Carrie Gilchrist is going to show bunt and drop it, and it's going to roll foul.
Put that ball where you want it.
Count 0-1 count to Gilchrist. That pitch is low, 1-1. There's some of the early struggles by the Lady Cats to start the season. Coach Howard's kind of been messing with the lineup and trying to get some things going. That pitch is low. 2-1. That ball's going to get away. It's going to allow Unwin to take third base on the wild pitch. Gilchrist going to offer at that pitch, and she's going to pull a foul. Moves the count full, 3-2, runner at third base. Three-two pitch. That just misses. So Gilchrist is going to take first base on the walk. That brings Avery Burton to the plate. Let's see if Burton can get the Lady Cats on the board here in the top of the inning. Burton's going to show bunt, pull back. And the ball's going to get away from the catcher, and Unwin's going to come in and score. I'm going to say interference on the batter. So Coach Howard's going to kind of ask for an explanation of what the interference was. I think they're saying because Avery backed out of the box and that caused an interference, so she is actually going to be out. Ellen Gilchrist is going to have to go back to first. So now there's one out for Tacey Cooper with runners on the corners. And Cooper's going to turn on this one, and it's going to get over the left fielder's head. It's going to bounce to the fence. Unwin scores. Gilchrist scores. Cooper's going to go to third, and she's going to be thrown out at third base. So Cooper, a 2-run double, and then she is thrown out at third. But it does get the Lady Cats on the board. Lady Cats now lead 2-0 here in the top of the first inning. Now Kara Griffin, sophomore. And first pitch is fouled back. Kara had an inside the park home run in the first game. I believe she also had a double and a single as well, so scored a couple times. And she's going to turn on this one. Is it going to stay fair? It does stay fair. And so Kara Griffin, first pitch, double down the left field line. She's seeing the ball well today. Brooke Hickman now. And that first pitch is in the dirt. Good stop by the Thomas catcher. And again, that pitch is low in the dirt. But Griffin takes off as she gets under the tag. The throw from the catcher did beat her to third, but she slid under the tag. Good job by the catcher to quickly recover and get the ball down. And Hickman's going to swing over the top of that one. Count moves 2-1. And Hickman's going to put a ride into that one, and it's going to drop in center field. So Hickman with an RBI single.
Go hamster. Go sister. Go.
Now Cameron Littlecoat. And Cameron hits this one in the right field, and nice snag, shoestring snag by the left fielder to end the inning. Tough break there by Littlecoat, but the Lady Cats do take the lead going into the bottom of the first inning, 3-0 over the Thomas Terriers here at the Battle of the Beach in Woodward. You're watching Lady Cat softball on Wildcat TV. And welcome back to Woodward as the Lady Cats are taking on the Thomas Terriers in the Battle at the Beach. First day action. Lady Cats lead the Lady Terriers 3-0. Scoreboard has 4-0 out there, but it is only 3-0. Kirsten Unwin in the circle for the Lady Cats. And first pitch from Unwin is a strike. Oh, excuse me. Kenley Howard is in the circle. Got a head in the way, and I just assumed. So Kenley starts the game off with a strike. That pitch is going to be fouled right over the top of me here. So 0-2 count now. And help if I hit the right button to get the scoreboard back. That pitch is high. And again, this pitch has popped up just to the right of our broadcast position here. So the count remains 1-2 to the leadoff batter. And that pitch is going to be lined back to Howard. She knocks it down. Little Coyote throws it over to first base. The runner is safe with the infield single. And that was the bare hand of Howard. So Coach Howard's going to go out and just kind of check on her, make sure she's okay. And Kinley says she's okay. We're ready to go. So leadoff batter's on with an infield single off the hand of Kinley Howard. And the batter's going to show bunt. She drops it down. Burton makes a play down the first base. And then the runner comes off, but she's going to slide. Runner at second base, she's going to slide underneath it. But good job by Kirsten Unwin. Quickly realized that the runner had come off, trying to go around too far. So still good defense by the Lady Cats, but the runner is at second on the sacrifice bunt. First pitch swung on and missed. Strike one. That pitch just misses. 1-1 now. So to set the defense for the Lady Cats, Howard pitching, Avery Burton behind home plate. That pitch is going to be fouled back. At first base, Emma Smart. Second base is Kirsten Unwin. Shortstop, Cameron Little Coyote. Casey Newman's is at third. From left to right, Kiara Griffin in left. Looks like Tacey Cooper is in center. And in right field is Brooke Hickman. That ball's in the dirt, but it swung and missed. Throw out at first, and then the throw over to third as the runner took off on the throw down. But the runner is safe at third. I think the ball on the throw from first to third had hit the runner, so they're giving her a chance to stretch it out a little bit so it doesn't knot up on her leg. And Thomas is going to show bunt here, 2 outs, and runner at third. And then the batter pulls it back. It looked like it was strike one, but call the ball, so 1-0 count. And pitch is just high and outside. 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch, just a little high, 3-0. And that pitch misses for ball 4. The runner's on the corner for the Lady Cats, or excuse me, for Thomas. And the first pitch is fouled back. That pitch is in there for a strike. That is going to be hit into right field over the head of Gilchrist. Gilchrist quickly going to get the ball back in, but 2 runs are going to score. And the batter came off second base. She turned too far around, and the Wildcats are going to get her out at second. But Thomas does score 2 runs to cut the lead to 3-2 in favor of the Lady Cats in the bottom of the first. We head to the second inning. The Lady Cats lead the Thomas Lady Terriers. You're watching Lady Cats softball on Wildcat TV. And welcome back to the Battle of the Beach here at Woodward. Casey Newman is going to lead off the top of the second inning for the Lady Cats. And she took the first pitch ball. That pitch is going to be called strike. Man, I'm going to step away, go fix my camera. So I'll walk up there. I don't know why my camera keeps moving. Counts now full 3-2. So Emerson Smart now at the plate with 1 out. First pitch is ball. And Emma turns on this one and pulls it way foul over the third base dugout. Eventually, I'll get this camera figured out as Emma pulls this one in the hole past the third baseman. She's gonna pick up a 1-out single. The Lady Cats are back to the top of the lineup with Kirsten Unwin. And first pitch in the dirt. Ball one. No 1-0 pitch again is low in the dirt. 2-0.
Good, I love my teacher.
You love your teacher. Who is it? Miss Krause. You love Miss Krause.
Not sure if everyone's still hear me. It looks like my camera is not showing up. So as I work on this, Kirsten Unwin has a 3-1 count. Emma Smart at first base. And Unwin's going to tap this one in front of the plate. Makes the count 3-2. And Unwin draws the walk. So the Lady Cats now have runners at first and second with no outs. And first pitch is in there, first strike. And it's Gilchrist is going to hit this one into right center field, and the center fielder is going to miss the ball. And that's going to allow Smart to take third, Unwin the second. The bases are now loaded for the Lady Cats. Now Avery Burton steps in. She looks to redeem herself after being called for the interference in the first inning. There we go. Got the camera going again. So the bases are loaded for the Lady Cats. And first pitch to Burton right down Broadway. One 0 count. So 1-0 is actually 0-1. Now it's 0-2 after that swing and miss by Burton. And Burton's going to pull this one. It gets past the third baseman. That Smart's going to come in and score. Unwin around third. Ball gets past the left fielder. Now Gilchrist is going to come around third. She's going to score. And Burton goes into third base. So Burton with a 3-run double. It takes third on the air. And the Lady Cats extend their lead to 6-2. Now we're going to get a courtesy runner. Looks like Jalissa Rocha. She's going to come in and run for Burton, and it looks like Thomas is making a pitching change, so we're going to step away for a few seconds. You're watching Lady Cat Softball on Wildcat TV. And the pitcher's ready, and we are back. Lady Cats lead 6-2. Here in the top of the second inning after pitching change. Now Tacey Cooper with Alyssa Rocha at third base, and that pitch is going to go foul. That ball is pulled just inside or just outside the third base bag for strike one. A 1 count to Cooper is low. 1-1. Pitch high and outside. And Cooper's going to swing at the low pitch, and it's going to be strike two. So 2-2 count now. Throw down to keep Roach honest. That pitch is high outside. Runs count full. And Cooper's going to take first base on the walk. So now runners on the corners. Technically, that'd be Cooper's second time to reach base, but she was thrown out trying to stretch double into a triple in the first inning. Now it brings Kira Gilchrist Kira. I don't know why I always do that. Kira Griffin, who has been hitting the ball really well today. See if she can continue that right here. She shows back bump pull, and they say she went around. And I think she tried to pull back, but kind of dipped her shoulder down a little bit. It's called first strike. But that did allow Cooper to go on to second base. That pitch catches the outside corner, 0-2 now. One out, two runners in scoring position. That pitch is high. Off the net, bounces off quickly, and the catcher recovers, so
I'm gonna start recording all of you guys.
no damage. I believe the count is 1-2. And Griffin's going to foul that one off. Count remains 1-2 with one out. And she's going to turn on this one, and it's going to be caught by the left fielder. And that's right. Rocha is going to come score on a sac fly. The Griffin put a drive into that one and just happened to go right to the left fielder. But damage is done, and she does get another run across the plate. Now Brooke Hickman at the plate. First pitch, Hickman is in the dirt. Hickman in the flex spot. And that pitch is going to be grounded softly down the third base line. The umpire says fair. So Hickman's going to reach with an infield single as Cooper comes across the score. Lead now 8-2 Lady Cats. And that brings Cameron Little Coyote now to bat. And Cameron's going to foul this one off the catcher's glove. Tomorrow, the Lady Cats will play again at 4:30 and 7:30. Little Coyote's going to bounce this one. Third baseman comes over, makes a play, gets it over to first to end the inning. But the Lady Cats do score. Got to do the math in my head. 5 runs in the inning. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Lady Cats lead 8-2 over the Thomas Lady Terriers. You're watching Lady Cats softball on Wildcat TV. Welcome back to Woodward's Lady Cats. Taking on Thomas Lady Terriers. And first pitch from Kenley Howard to start the inning is a strike. I believe that pitch is a ball. Oh, excuse me. 0-2. I looked down and missed it. Didn't hear a call, so. Softly hit in the infield, and it's going to stay fair. And I think we're going to get an interference call as the runner gave a little shove to Emma Smart at first base. Now the umpire is going to talk about it real quick. No, I think they're going to let Coach Howard know why their explanation is what it was. They may be saying because the wall kind of led her into the line is the reason why there was no call there. So runner at first now. And first pitch off for that for a strike. And good pitch by Howard there at the bottom of the zone for strike 2. And it looks like a batter's going to turn around to the other side of the plate. So she's going to go from left to right with 2 outs, or with 2 strikes. That pitch is outside, snap throw down the first. One, 2 count now. That pitch fouled back off the net. And Kenley sets her down. So 1 out, runner at first still. And first pitch high and outside for ball 1. And that pitch is high. 2-0 now. Coach Howard gonna run out there and talk to Kinley. See, maybe help her refocus a little bit after 2 straight balls, including that high pitch. Now that the sun has dropped down behind some clouds, it's relatively comfortable out here. Not a lot of shade at Crystal Beach at the complex here. Ready to go again. 2-0 count. That pitch just misses low. 3-0. And the umpire is going to say that pitch was low again. So 4-pitch walk. Looks like they're going to get a courtesy runner. So Thomas has runners at first and second with 1 out. We're in the bottom of the second inning. First pitch is going to be fouled back on the bunt attempt. Oh, 1 pitch coming. And again, that pitch is dropped down as a bunt. Casey Newman comes over, throws it over to first, and it gets away from Unwin. Runner comes in to score on the throwing error. So sacrifice bunt and a throwing error allows runner to score. So Thomas cuts into the lead, 8-3. Runners at second and third. They're going to show bunt again. She's going to pull back and then drop back down, and not quick enough as it's called a strike as she come around. Oh, 1. She's going to put a full swing in it, and it's going to go into right field. Kara Gilchrist is going to get under it, make the catch, and quickly get the ball back in. And that's going to hold a runner at third. So good play by Gilchrist and Wright to make that catch and quickly get the ball in. And the runners stay put. So now 2 outs. Again, that ball's popped up, and this may drop in fair territory. And it does drop just inside the first base line. Both runners are going to score. Another 2-run single. As that pitch kind of dropped in no man's land, just fair. And first pitch from Howard is a ball. The 1-0 pitch is high, 2-0. Good pitch there. It's fouled off the net down the first base line. Makes the count 1-2 now. Or excuse me, 2-1.
Go, Lady Cats, you got 2 outs. Easy out.
That pitch again fouled off. Evens count at 2 with 2 outs. Unbelievable. So 2-2 pitch again coming from Kinley Howard. That's going to be popped up into shallow. Actually, that's going to be on the dirt, and it's going to be dropped.
Come on.
That ball kind of got blown back in, as it looked like it was going to be shallow outfield. It's right at the transition from the dirt to the grass, and it is dropped. Lady Cats here early on this season struggled a little bit catching pop flies and fly balls. So now 2 runners are on base. First, that pitch is fouled back off the net.
Hey, shake it off. Get on your toes. Let's go. Got 2 outs.
Oh, 1 count here with 2 outs. And that looked like a pretty good pitch, but it was called ball. So 1-0, and that's going to be hit into center field. Cooper has track on it. She makes the catch. And Lady Cats finally get out of the inning with 3 runs to score in the inning as we head to the top of the 3rd inning. Lady Cats lead 8-5. You're watching Lady Cat softball on Wildcat TV. And we're back. Casey Newman's going to lead off the inning for the Lady Cats. Lady Cats lead 8-5. That pitch is low for ball 1. That somehow catches the outside corner and makes it 1-1. And Newman's going to pull this one down the 3rd base line. It's going to roll past the left fielder. She's going to reach 2nd base on the leadoff double. In steps Emma Smart. See if Emma's going to move the runner. Smart's going to drop this one down, and it's going to roll just foul. Looked like it's going to be a good bunt, just rolled foul. The 0-1 coming to Smart. And she's going to swing over the top of that one for a strike. And that's going to catch the outside corner. Strike 3. Smart goes down looking for the first out in the inning. Now, Kirsten Unwin takes the first pitch low for ball 1. Unwin swings and misses. 1-1 count coming up. That pitch high and outside. 2-1.
Go one.
And Unwin's pitch fouled off. She was ahead of that pitch. Caught it at the end of the bat. And changeup gets away from the pitcher. That runs the count full, 3-2. Unwin continues the battle. She pulls this one down third base line for foul. And the pitch, and Unwin's going to bounce this one at third baseman. Third baseman bobbles it a little bit. And they're going to say Kirsten, the ball beat the throw at first, and Kirsten was safe. Wildcat, Lady Cat faithful, not happy with that call. So it did look like maybe she beat it, but Newman moves over to third. Now Carrie Gilchrist with the runner at third. First pitch is high for ball 1.
Go, Kara.
And 1-0's in the dirt. Make the 2-0. And Gilchrist is going to swing and miss on the 2-0 pitch.
Go, Kara. Keep your hands back. Locked and loaded.
Lady Cats have 2 outs here in the top of the third. Casey Newman stands on third right now. That pitch misses. Good eye by Gilchrist. This count moves to 3-1 with 2 outs.
Locked and loaded right here. Let's go.
Dang. Oh, Gilchrist thought she had a walk, and from this angle, sitting right behind home plate, looked like maybe that was true. But now we have a full count as Gilchrist has to stay. And as I have said to others in the past, ball don't lie. That pitch is low, and Gilchrist gets on base. So 2 outs, runners on the corners for Avery Burton. Pitch is low, ball 1. Gilchrist is going to move to second base. That pitch catches the outside corner. So 1-1 count. And Burton's going to turn on that one. She's going to hit it down the line left field. It's going to get into the corner. 2 runs are going to score as Newman and Gilchrist cross the plate. And Burton's in there with the stand-up double. The Lady Cats extend their lead 10-5. And now we're going to get a courtesy runner as Jalissa runs out there. Let's see if Tasty Cooper can bring in Roja from second base. As she's going to hit swing on the first pitch, pull that one down the line, foul. And Cooper's going to ground this one. It's going to get past the shortstop, inner center field. And Coach Howard's going to send Rocha around third base, and she's going to come in and score. And Cooper's quickly going to get to second base. Now Kara Gilchrist. Golly, I did it again. Kara Griffin. First pitch. And it gets some bounce away from the catcher as Cooper's going to move over to third. And it looks like the Thomas catcher called for a time to go out and talk to her battery mate. As Coach Howard pulls his ladies over to talk about what's going on. So 1-0 count. And Griffin's going to hit this one off the end of the bat. And it's going to get grounded to second baseman. Second base picks it up, throws it over to first for the out. But the Lady Cats tack on a few more runs. We head to the bottom of the third. Lady Cats lead 11-5 over the Thomas Lady Terriers. You're watching Lady Cat softball on Wildcat TV. And we're back here for a second without a camera. So I'm trying to make an adjustment or two here. And first 2 pitches of the inning has been a ball. And that pitch is called a ball as well. So 3-0 count now. And ball 4, so the runner is going to take her base. And that pitch is going to be dropped down bunt as Burton comes out in front of the plate, makes a good throw to first base for the first out of the inning. Runner does move over to second base, though. And a wild pitch. Runner advances to third. That pitch just misses, makes it 2-0. Good looking pitch there, but it called the ball. See if I can get the scoreboard fixed. It's something was happening. Looked like it added a bunch. There we go. I think we're in order. Big swing and miss right there. 3-2 count now with 1 out. We are in the bottom of the third. That pitch just misses. Ball 4. So runners now on the corners for Thomas. Looks like Thomas is making a change. And I believe the batter is re-entering as she was run for. And Howard's going to hit her. And now the bases are loaded with 1 out. Bases loaded with 1 out. And Howard takes a little bit off of that one. Gets her swinging. It looks like we're going to get a change of bats here. Oh, 1 swung on and missed. Strike 2. 2-2 pitch from Howard. Swung and missed. Strike 3. So bases loaded. Good strikeout. Lady Cats out away from getting out of this inning.
Got 2 outs. Let's go.
That pitch is going to be high for ball 1.
Go, Kinley.
Not sure the official game start time, but we are going to start creeping in on the time limit for this contest. Typically in this tournament, it's a 70-minute time limit. That ball catches the inside corner for strike 1. Like I said, Lady Cats will be back out here tomorrow as they play at 4:30 and 7:30. That pitch is going to be fouled back. Lady Cats at 4:30 will take on the OKC Broncos. At 7:30, they will face Beaver. And then as that pitch is a ball, at the completion of tomorrow's pool play, we will find out what bracket the Lady Cats will play in, as they have split this tournament into 2 brackets this year. So not playing nearly as many games as that pitch was a ball. They do have a gold bracket and a silver bracket. The silver bracket will play the first game at 11 a.m. on Saturday. And gold, and then 2 games will start at 12. 2 different games will start at 12:30. That pitch is going to be grounded. The little guy, she tosses it over to second base to Unwin to get the out. So the Lady Cats do get out of trouble. We head to the top of the 4th. Lady Cats lead 11-5. You're watching Lady Cat softball on Wild TV. And welcome back. As Brooke Hickman is going to lead off for the Lady Cats here in the top of the 4th inning. And first pitch is a strike. Lady Cats lead 11-5. And that pitch is low. We are up against the time limit, as I believe I heard 5 or 6 minutes just a minute ago. So the 4th will be the last inning, as Thomas will get an opportunity to bat. As Hickman grounds this one to third. Throw over to first for the out. I don't believe this is a drop dead time limit. It could be a drop dead time limit. If that is the case, then the Lady Cats will win as soon as the umpire's timer goes off. But I believe Thomas will have the opportunity to finish out the inning. First pitch, Cameron Little Coyote outside for a ball. 1-0 pitch. That pitch is low. 2-0.
Hey, lay into it. Let's go. Keep your nose in the ball. Out of my purse.
Come on, kiddo. Go, hands. Go, White. You got it. Well, we got 5 minutes.
That pitch catches the outside corner. I will say he's been fairly consistent with that outside corner. And Cameron's going to hit this one. It's going to drop into shallow left field. She's going to go on to second base and get there safely. So that will be a very shallow double for Cameron Little Coyote. Umpires waving down and somebody has the lights on.
Everybody just start waving.
It looks like the brights are on.
Angels in the outfield.
We're still trying to get the person in the car's attention since their lights are shining, as it would be shining right in Kaysen's face. Like I said, it looks like it's the brights that are on.
Oh, honk your horn.
There we go. Now the lights are turned off. I thought, nope, I'm just being blocked. Unfortunately, that may be one of those situations where they turned on the car and had the car running just as they were loading up. But whatever, that pitch is going to be low ball to Kaysen Newman to start the at-bat. Cameron Littlecoat is at second base after a leadoff double. And it is a drop-dead time limit, as that is the ball game. As the umpire in the fields, timer goes off, and the Lady Cats are going to win the second game of the afternoon, 11-5 over the Thomas Terriers, after defeating Fairview in the first game, 8-1. Lady Cats will be back in action tomorrow at 4:30 against the OKC Broncos, and again at 7:30 against Beaver tomorrow here at Crystal Beach Complex in the Battle at the Beach in Woodward. Thank you for joining us this evening. You've been watching Lady Cat Softball on Wildcat TV.